Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Mango Talks, I guess this is. Also, you get to see, nobody guessed who it was, who my replacement was for Rowana, and that is Gacha. So I have a full-fledged fun team without any units I really don't want to use. I want to use every single one of these, and it makes me really happy. This team seems to be near like 18 to 19 runs out of 20 success. Sometimes it doesn't go as well and they die fast, but they still succeed. So I need to find a way to make it a little bit more consistent, but so far I am definitely happy with this team. Like, watch Gacha right now. Watch him blast. Okay. Of course. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how YouTube works, and specifically we're going to focus on sponsorships, because a lot of people have PM'd me wanting to get into gacha games, like YouTube side of things, wanting to get into Twitch, wanting to get into all those things, and ask for advice. And honestly, it's really hard for me to advise people to get into what I'm doing, because it's not a lot of money unless you are very, very, very successful and very lucky. But because of the type of games we're in right now, we're in gacha games right now, and gacha games companies have a lot of money to throw around and give sponsorships here and there. I'm actually very lucky to be able to get those often, because that's kind of what fuels my rent payments and stuff like that, right? Just to be completely clear. So I kind of want to talk through each of the sponsors and talk about how they impact me, how they might impact you, and why I do each of them. So let's bring up the browser here right now, and to start off with here, let's actually cut the side out and do this. Okay, so to start off with here, there are really three-ish forms of sponsors I'm currently doing. The first one that is essentially the most common that people do and obviously know are the full-fledged videos. These are ones that pay the most out of all of them, and I actually get the most freedom for the most part out of. So in the background here, you are watching the Chrono Cross crossover with another Eden. This was a full sponsored video, and what this means, they pay me a lump sum, and I make a video for them. Sometimes there's guidelines, like obviously for this one, the guideline for the Another Eden Chrono Cross crossover was obviously to talk about the collab. But there's only a few things that are required for me to do, and then I can fill in the rest with whatever I think is fun for me and entertaining for y'all. These videos are generally between 10 to 12 minutes. That's usually what they want. Sometimes they want more, but that's not really good. You really want it in like the 8 to 12 minute range, but anything less than 10, they're not really happy with for some reason. But yeah, these videos I really enjoy doing because they allow me to really explore games that I might personally really like. These are ones I really like to accept if it looks like I might really enjoy it, right? Obviously, I'll take some of these where it's pretty obvious I'm not going to enjoy it, because, you know, let's be real, they're really what funds the channel. And these are fantastic. But the problem with these is they're not my main content, right? They're not Epic 7. And getting into YouTube again a little bit here, we can see this video only has 52 likes and 1,378 views. This is very bad, right? Like, it's way under what I usually get. Barely any comments or anything like this. And honestly, I think this game is fantastic. It's an amazing game, amazing crossover. And this doesn't monetarily hurt me. Like, what I get from this video doesn't depend on how many views or likes or comments it gets, or how many people download from here. I don't get any extra for this video for the most part. Sometimes there's, like, it's tied into that, but in general, it's just a flat fee for the video. But what this does do, if this does not perform well like this one, it makes it harder for me to get collabs with them in the future, and it makes it harder for sponsors to come to me because of that. So it doesn't directly affect how much I make from this in terms of liking, commenting, subscribing, and stuff like this, but it does affect it, if that makes sense. That's another thing I want to mention here is the amount of impact liking, comment, and subscribing makes to videos is bonkers. Of course they would fail. They very rarely fail. Absolutely bonkers. Like, I can't even express it. Like, I've said this before, but if 50% more people liked my videos, it would literally be life-changing. Like, I'm not joking. It would literally be life-changing. And if like 50% more dropped comments, it would be completely life-changing. Just to give you an idea of how much, you know, videos bring in terms of those metrics. So that's insane. So this is the general sponsorship. Like, you know this, when the full video is about it, and it's just fun. We get to explore. I get to have some fun. So let's talk about the second type here, and this is what I rarely do. There's two reasons for me to rarely do this kind, and this is the mid video 30 to a minute and 45 second sponsorship collab thingy. So this one here is for Near Reincarnation. And yeah, this is one where I'll be talking, I'll be like, hey, Mango here, blah, 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 blah. And you know what else? And then it'll cut to an ad, you know? These ones are fantastic for people that get a lot of interaction with their videos. If you're somebody that is very popular and their community is really good at hitting like they did here, and is really good at getting all of people's to click and stuff like this, this is fantastic for them. The payment from these is generally flat fee, I find, but they can also tie it to the downloads depending. But it's also based on the amount of views you get on your channel. So if I put out this video on a 4,000 view video, I'll generally have gotten less money than if it's on a 12,000 view video, which obviously makes sense. Like, it's really tied to that. But the other problem with pre-rolls like this is that when you are, how do I put this right? A lot of the companies go by your average views, right? So my average view on this channel is what? Like, not very high, right? Like, general video gets 3,000 to 5,000 on average. But if I want to throw a pre-roll on a high view video, I can pretty much predict which one is going to be over 10,000. But they don't care about that. They only care about like your last 28 videos and the average views on this. So this is why me doing videos on stuff that isn't Epic 7 actually directly hurts my sponsorships, because they see less average, because obviously the Nani 7 video is going to get less views. They see that, and they offer me less because of that. These give about a half to 2/3 of the full-fledged videos in terms of monetary return. And let's talk about why I like or dislike them at the same time. So I like them usually under one condition. That is, they are going alongside another full-fledged video in the campaign. So for example, Near here, this was supposed to, spoiler alert, go along with a full video, but timings didn't go along very well, so we ended up just doing the pre-roll. But in general, it'll go, the ones I really like doing will go with a pre-roll, and then we'll have a full-fledged video either earlier or later that week to kind of get that double whammy of impact on the game. I'll usually only do this for games I actually really enjoy. So for example, I really enjoy Near Automata, or Near Reincarnation for this one, sorry. So I said yes to this, and I really like doing it. The other thing is, this is very dependent on who you work with. With the previous ones, like the Chrono Cross collaboration here, the full video, the 10-minute video, I have free reign for the most part to do what I want, to say what I want. But a lot of the lesser reputable companies also go this route. So people like um, you know, the not so good games. You know what I'm talking about. And they pay good money to put it in the pre-roll, but they make you say a script for 1 minute and 30 seconds straight, which is obviously not my words. And there's two sides to this coin. One, I really dislike doing that because it's disingenuous, and I like to keep as genuine as possible. But two, usually what they have me say is so ridiculous that it's obvious I'm reading off a script, and it's obvious to the viewer, hopefully, that I'm memeing a little bit about it. And again, a good example of this, I'll just say it, is Raid Shadow Legends, right? Like, they make you say the ridiculous stuff, like the most ambitious RPG of 2021, you know, over 1 billion players, you know. If you ever hear a YouTuber say very specific stuff like that, you have to say it for that part. So long story short, I really do not like doing these unless it's for a game I love, or if they are paying a lot, like Raid Shadow Legends versus the others. So Raid Shadow Legends obviously offers more than other videos, which is why I do take them. And Raid Shadow Legends is obviously, you know, a meme game, right? Like, I personally think it's a good game. Don't get mad at me. But the advertisement is such that people know why you're doing that, right? Okay, so those are essentially the main two types of videos. So next we're going to look into one that is kind of unique to my channel. So next up, we're going to have everything revolving around Bluestacks. So this is a weird one because this is obviously not applicable to everybody, right? Like, not everybody that plays mobile games does this because a lot of it depends on how friendly you are with the Bluestacks people, how much you've worked together, and I've worked with them a lot, how much you like their product, and I love it. And it obviously won't work for other, like, non-gacha, like, communities, right? Like, if we look on my right side here, I've got, like, StarCraft stuff here, you know? Like, that's not gonna work for their type of sponsorship. But the other two previously that we took a look at will work for almost every other part of YouTube. So the way these ones work, there's two basically. So on a regular video, like this one, for example, in the link down there, it'll say, download Epic 7 on Bluestacks 5 affiliate link. And basically that's just every time somebody clicks and downloads, I get a couple bucks, you know, like that's how it works. It's not a lot, but it does add up. But then on top of that, I've worked with them so much, they've allowed me to either come to them, or they come to me and give me a game they want to show off or a game I want to show off. And then they pay me a small upfront fee and then another however much, depending on how many get downloaded. These are very, very, very small in comparative to these here, like 1/7 of what this would pay, for example, for the flat fee. But the cool part for these is I got 100% free reign, right? Like, all I have to do specifically for Bluestacks is be like, yeah, I'm playing on Bluestacks. Bluestacks is great, which isn't a lie. It's obviously something I say every video, and I have in every video, so like, why not? And then I get to explore a game. So these ones here are Fantasy Life Online and Call of Antia here and Graffiti Smash. So I chose these three because they are three very different types of games that fit into the same sponsor type. So we have Fantasy Life Online here, and if you didn't watch this video, not many of you did, only 3K views, 72 likes, like I said, very, very impactful, and this is why I can't just do videos like this normally without the sponsorship, because it will kill a lot of the other content on my channel, right? So there has to be an encouragement for me to do these, if this makes sense. This is a game I thought was super cute and one I personally wanted to play. This is one that I loved the handheld version of it, the non-gacha game. I loved everything about it. I really wanted to play this game because, you know, it's one of my favorite handheld games. So this is like a video I did for me, you know, like this is for me. I really enjoyed it. Then there's another video like Graffiti Smash here, which is the same thing. And you can see these ones get way less views here, 2,300 views, 62 likes. not very good at all, and that really hampers my overall channel for other sponsorships. But I wanted to do this video specifically because I thought a lot of people would like it, you know? Like, this was not a game I was going to like. I knew I wasn't going to like this game going in because of the premise behind it and because of how the battles were taking place. But at the same time, I knew a lot of you folks would like it, and that was great. A lot of people have been playing it and been enjoying it, and you know, I knew this game wasn't for me, but that doesn't mean I can't put out a video and showcase it to y'all and just enjoy it with you, right? And another thing to mention is, even if I'm not going to like a game, I'm still going to like 15 minutes of playing it with you, you know, if that makes sense. Like Langrisser is a good example. If you're old school, I really disliked Langrisser, but playing Langrisser together was some of the most fun I've ever had. So yeah, there's those two things. Like, one I really like personally, and one I think you will like. And then there's just the ones that I'm curious about, you know? And these ones are generally awful, which is kind of funny that this one got 4K views, still only 68 likes though. But this one also got a lot of dislikes, and very, very rightly so. This game was pretty awful. I did not enjoy it at all. I didn't really enjoy playing it too much for the video. I mean, I did, but let's be real here. And I've seen some more ads from this video now, and had I seen those previously, I would not have made this video. But it's still fun to do at the same time. So these three all essentially pay the same, but I do them for different reasons. Another one that I tried out recently that I just really disliked was the Lord of the Rings one. I absolutely hated that game. But the funny part is, my cousin plays it, and he loves it. So, like, even if there's stuff that I'm not going to like, or the average gacha enjoyer isn't going to like, there's stuff for everybody, which is why things like this are fun to at least look at for me. So yeah, those are the main things I wanted to talk about. I've been asked about sponsorships a lot and everything like that, and I really just wanted to talk about it. The long story short is, for all of YouTube, all of everything I do, everything is tied into the amount of likes and comments. Everything, every single thing is tied into that. This is what fuels everything. We hate saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But that is really what fuels everything about everything we do. So that fuels all of these other types of sponsorships. Figures. We were doing so great. But yeah, I hope that answered stuff. If you want to talk a little bit more just about YouTube, if you want another video on Mango Talks about YouTube in general and how the platform works, if you're interested in getting into it, let me know in the comments down there below, and I can try to make a video for it. Because these are things I wish I knew going into this, and these are also things I learned as I went. And who knows, maybe it's not like this for other people. Maybe I've just maneuvered my way into these types of sponsorships with my channel, because I obviously had no idea going into this, because nobody really talks about it, and it's different for each type of area in content creation too. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please, for the love of everything, hit the like button and drop a comment, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye everybody.